Oh, I finally found a food that I can eat. I just grind up. I make Mexican style food, which is not really full of fat if you cook home style. Those stuff in the restaurants are disgusting. So I cook it home style. I cook my, I made a salsa, the salsa for the pork. I mean, just cooking the pork. First, you just braise it in water, the pork bits, and I put them braised in water. Into the water, I add, I blend up oregano, garlic, and onion, and put that in the water. Then I blend up for after it's all done cooking. Then I blend up, and I didn't have any grease left in the pan. Then, luckily, I was using a nonstick skillet. You put the lid on it and cook it till the water goes away. Then I blend up chile pasilla and onion, and a piece of onion, and a bit of garlic, and I think that's it. You gotta first toast them a little bit, and then you've got to rehydrate them. And I put cumin seed in it, and that salsa itself, for a serving of it, is just like 6 calories. So chili is a fruit. So I made plenty of chili sauce for mine, and so I have plenty of that to eat sauce with the pork, and maybe that's why it's good. And I've tried pork chops the week before last too. But I will save, I have the same trouble Heather has, hard-boiled Heather has. I put aside my food and I save it. I said, this is so good, this is awesome. It came out of my little personal crock pot where I can make one meal at a time, and they're just one serving size for me, or maybe 2. So if I make 2, then I said, this is so good, I love it. So I write it down. I go ahead and I not freeze it, but put it in the fridge for the next day. And the next day or 2, I go to it and I'm like, OMG, how the heck did I even get this down? I can't, and I try and I'm like, throw it away. Because it's it's to the point where it almost makes me gag. I mean, it's that bad. At first, it's like, dang, this is salty. And I said, I don't remember it being salty. And then it tastes a little bit different. And I know it's not old. And I just can't stand it. I have a whole bunch of pinto beans that I made and froze up. And I can't stand the taste of it because of the sauce I put in them, which is also a chili type of sauce. And I put the sauce in it for chorizos, except instead of putting the pork, because I couldn't have pork back then, I just put in all the seasonings that you use to make chorizo into the beans. And it's too strong and I can't handle it, and they've just been sitting there. The only thing that I can handle are the black bean paste. I'm not going to say refried because they were never fried in the first place, and I never put oil in the pot, and I never put oil in the skillet when I thicken them up. All I do is I puree the bean soup and just cook it till it thickens. Heck, you can even do that in a cast iron pot. It's not that hard to do. You may have to add a little oil to the bottom of the cast iron pot, but sometimes you can just cook it in the cast iron without the oil. It will cause the coating to stick in the cast iron pot, but you just scrape it really well, and if you keep the heat low, it won't ever burn. That coating stuck to it, so the rest of it you can stir. Then when you wash your cast iron, you don't use soap, but I use chain mail, and the chain mail will scrape off everything, but it won't scrape off the finish. Love that chain mail. You can buy it in Amazon, and it's just fantastic for scrubbing out your cast iron cookware without taking off the finish. So I can have my refried black beans, I can have my tortillas, I can have my my pork that's in the chile pasilla sauce. That's about all that I can handle. I decided I'm going to stop eating the tortillas because when I buy them, I noticed that they do have a little bit of a preservative in it, and I'm kind of trying to eliminate all of that out of my diet just because if I can solve the problem of this horrible rash is coming and going, I would be a happy camper. But if I need to have the rashes to lose the weight, I will just have to get more medicine from the dermatologist and put up with it. So, yeah. Don't know what to do. Stuck eating. So what I've done is I've gone to making homemade tortillas and looked online, figured out how to do it, bought the masa, and I weigh out the masa for that one exact serving. Then I just add the warm water to it till it makes a good thing, the dough, good masa dough, and then I, use the tortilla press and press them out. And I need to finesse my technique. I'm not good at making tortillas that way because I'm used to using fresh masa. And I only made tortillas when I was a teenager. I used to help we lived in a village, and I used to help the lady next door make her tortillas. And she made really huge ones like that, and she could do them all by hand. So I saw a new technique for making them by hand. I'll have to try that once I get the masa dough worked out. Right now, they come out too thin at the edges, thick in the middle, and that's just not the way it's supposed to be. Sorry, I'm scratching. I'm just itchy. Well, gotta go eat breakfast, and thank you, everybody. Love you all. I don't give shout-outs because I want to shout out to all of you. I've been watching some really, really fantastic videos that make me think and really think. And when I think about what I want to respond to, let's see, do I have it here? No, I don't have it listed down. I forget, but sorry this is so long, and I'm going to go because it's itching. It's driving me crazy. Bye-bye. Love you all. Hugs.